Yo, what's up? H2O, FOREX King, back for a weekly Forex forecast for the last week of February, starting from the 27th, going into the beginning of March to the 4th. So next week, the markets, oh man, this past week was interesting due to the impact due to the war with Russia and Ukraine affecting the markets, a lot of volatility. So there should be some more volatility going into this week. A lot of sanctions affected the market, especially trading US 30. And this week, if you look at the calendar, let's start by going to forexfactor.com and checking out the calendar. As you can see, for Sunday, there's only yellow folders with low impact news, affecting the AUD pairs. That's the Australian dollar. So going to Monday, you see there's a lot of yellow folders. And then Monday night, you have the cash rate and RBA rate statement. So it should be high impact news. So be cautious when trading during Asian session for Monday. And then you got Tuesday, you got, Canadian dollar, you got the GDP, MM, and then 10 a.m. during New York session, you got the ISM manufacturing PMI. So New York session, it's going to be some decent volatility coming from like 8:30 and 10 o'clock in the morning. And then 7:30 p.m. Asian session, you got GDP, Q&Q. So careful trading AUD pair, especially if you scalp, see some volatility. And then Wednesday is a big news day, I would say, for the Canadian pairs. If you trade the Canadian pairs, watch out for the BOC rate statement, overnight rate statements. This is very volatile and it creates a lot of movement in the market. So be cautious during the New York session if you're trading this pairs. Then Thursday, we have New York session, you got the ISM service PMI and a Fed share power testifies. So Thursday can be some decent volatility, New York session as well. And then Friday is supposed to be NFP, stand for non-farm like payroll news. So it's a new month. Every Friday, the first Friday of the month, they have NFP. So going to March is NFP. So okay, between 8:30 a.m. New York session should be some volatility of US pairs. And due to all this war stuff, the volatility might be a little bit more crazy this week or a little more interesting due to so much stuff that's going on. So back to charts. Let's start looking at charts and see the forecast for this week. Let's look at GBPJPY. So as you can see, I have some chart analysis from the past week and analyzing for this potential week. So last week, obviously due to Russia invading Ukraine, it caused some crazy movements in the market. It caused, let me get my crosshairs. Okay, it caused crazy drops in the market. That's why you see this crazy drop, creating a new low in the market, and then obviously we start to recover slightly. But right now, the pound, I would say right now the pound is not as strong. So that's why the Japanese yen was stronger. That's why it went down. So going to this week, I do see us potentially coming back down to test this area. Because this area before was the area that was a strong demand zone area in the past. So right here, we respected demand zone here. That's why we went back up. But we also have this zone here that it could play and reject to come back down. So overall, let's go to the daily chart. This is a 4-hour chart. Let's go to the daily chart real quick. So there's a lot going on this daily chart. So for this daily chart, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this pretty much is what happened last week. The market was consolidating and then it broke down. And then right now, it ended Friday trying to come up. So going into next week, I do see the market touch coming back down to test the zone area. If we respect the zone area, we'll come back up. So this is like a strong demand zone area, because before the overall pattern for GBP, GBPJPY is like it's been on an uptrend. So that being said, we went up, we came back down, we went up, but we didn't create like a new high. We kind of like respected the previous high, and then we came down. So if we break this on a daily chart, if we break down this zone, expect for us to like come back down and to test the zone if we break this area here. So right now, I do see us still coming back to test this area, and if we respect this area, we'll shoot back up to test this area. But due to what's going on, we could expect a bearish week. And then NFP, usually NFP Friday, the market recorrects and creates crazy movements. So based on the news, the market this week could literally play here and could break down, or we could respect and come back up to test here to create a new high. Since we were testing this previous high and we didn't really create a new low on the daily, so we could literally come back up. So right now, overall bearish movements I see. And then for GBP USD, let's go to the daily chart real quick. Got a lot of analyzing from the prior weeks. So for GBP USD, if we see what happened the last 5 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pretty much crazy bearish movement, retesting the zone here. We create like a strong wick rejection and retest it. So we can literally come back up and test the fib zone, the 78 once the 0.786 or the 618, and test the area and come back down. So as you can see, overall, so we're looking at a daily chart. We have, hold on 1 second. We created a high, we create a low, and this was a lower high. And now we create like a lower low right here because we went lower to here. So right now we come back up. It's gonna be a higher low before we come back down. So overall, expecting a bearish market for the GBP/USD. And then for gold, let's go to the daily chart. So gold been on crazy uptrend due to what's going on in the markets. Gold's a safe haven, so that's why gold took off. So right now, these past few days, we have gold consolidating upwards, and then we shot up due to what's happening with the invasion, and now we shot back down, creating like a strong wick reaction in the market. So right here, this zone area, sending this 0.786 area been like tested. So going to this week, I do see overall gold as a bullish move due to what's going on in the global markets. But right now, we go down to the 4-hour chart. You can see, okay, we created a high, but now we broke this zone here. So we kind of creating a lower low. So the market could literally come back up to do one last test before it shoots back down. And let's go to USDJPY. So USDJPY, let's go to the daily chart to see what's happening. So pretty much, like I said last week, consolidated and we shot up due to the news stuff in Ukraine. And now we're potentially going to retest and hit the zone probably before we shoot back down. So right now, still focusing on uptrend moves for USDJPY. And if you go to 4-hour chart, you can see a little more clear detail. Each candle's 4 hours. So I do see the market, if we do come back down, we'll retest this area before we shoot back up to the zone to test the previous high. If we break the prior previous high, we'll keep going up. If not, we'll test it and then come back down. So right now, I do see us overall uptrend going into this week to test the zone area for USDJPY. Suspect uptrend movements. AUD. So AUD is like a slow pair. Moves a lot through the Asian session. Right now, we're overall uptrend. So for our chart, you can see the movements. We create like a new high, but then right here we create like a new low, but with a wick rejection. This zone area, the market is rejecting a lot. So right here we reject the zone and shot up. So we could literally come back, could create like a lower high to end the week. We could literally come back up and shoot back down. And we break this zone, then we're just gonna come back down for the AUD USD. But this week there's a lot of news, so there's gonna be news that's gonna impact the push of the market. So either we're gonna come and test the zone, or we're gonna come back and break down here. But if we break here, expect more uptrend moves if we break this higher high. If not, we're just gonna come back down and break the low. And now for US 30, the Dow Jones. So right now, the market is correcting itself. It shot down due to the invasion in Ukraine, and now we came back up. So we're showing an uptrend. So the market literally could come back down to retest and then shoot back up. So expect focus on buys this week for the US 30. I know people are scared because of what's going on with the sanctions or stocks, but I feel like going into this week when the news and stuff, the Dow should be recovering back up, since last week was mostly fundamental impacted due to Russia, as well as crypto. So if you trade XRP, focus on buy setups. There could be some small trending bearish movements due to what's going on. Like we literally, we ended yesterday. Well, yesterday we ended it bullish. So today, right now, it's kind of like bearish for XRP. We could literally come back down, and then this week coming up, shoot back up. But I won't expect like a fast movements for crypto due to what's going on. And for Bitcoin, currently we're consolidating. It's consolidating this weekend so far. After consolidation, there's usually breakouts. So we can literally break and come back down before we shoot back up again. Because as you see the pattern is been consolidating and shoots down, consolidating, shoots down, and shoots up, shoots down, and then shot back up last week. And over the weekend, it's been like consolidating, where now consolidating is going to be a breakout. So we can see potentially going into like early this week, a minus push back down a little bit before it shoots back up. So that's pretty much what I see so far in the market. Definitely use good risk management since we have bond news coming up this week. And we also have stuff that's impacting as well with the war stuff going on. That's definitely affecting the markets. So definitely trade what you see and not what you think, and use good risk management, and you should be okay. So I would say focus on one pair. And if you focus on one pair, it'll help you out. So that's all I have. So like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And you already know we out here. Peace.